Back with that Sunday school message. Yeah, like that. That was good. All right. Before I jump into it, for real, we do got the water, right? Mm-hmm. Just to let y'all know, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the mothers out there. It is Mother's Day. If you didn't know already or you forgot, and you catching this message some kind of way, man, shout out to the mothers, man. Seriously, it's a real deal. Yeah, man, we're gonna give them a moment of silence and we're gonna drink some water for them, man. Shout out to those mothers, man. Even the ones who can't have them or, you know, lost some children or was just simply mothers to motherless children, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and say that right there. You are loved, you are appreciated. Shout out to y'all. Much love to y'all. So we got that out the way. Yeah, let's do it. Cause I ain't trying to be here too long. I'm actually still trying to wake up. So let me go ahead and get it. If you have a problem with trusting, learn to trust yourself, right? Because that's really where it starts. Because if you can't really trust yourself, you can't really trust nobody, and that's the problem that your favorite nephew cousin be dealing with. But I trust, yeah, that ain't, but most of the time with that trust, it ain't up to nobody but you, right? I felt like I was saying this either on video. I think I was telling my mom this or something like that. I was like, the late great DMX was saying pretty much, yeah, he was basically saying trust that people are always going to be them, yeah, and trust that you can see them. Yeah, it's serious. Yeah, I'm paraphrasing, so don't But yeah, man, if you have a problem with trusting, you have to start learning how to trust yourself first and foremost. Because, like I say, if you can't do that, you probably could, right? You probably could. You probably could, seriously. But yeah, I really want to respond to those, Mother's Day texts that I sent out. But like I say, if y'all didn't, you know, know it was Mother's Day, now you know if you somehow on this video, right? Anyway, like I say, man, appreciate the mothers, man, seriously. But for real, that trust thing is a big deal, boy. Trust. We all been hurt, or you gonna be hurt at some point, right? You probably gonna be hurt again. You still gotta trust, right? Still gotta trust, and it's so small because you can think you be like, oh yeah, man, I don't trust nobody. I don't, but deep down, you real deal do trust yourself. Yeah, you gotta trust yourself. Trust that you are better than anything that you've been through. Trust that it does get better. Trust that you're not alone out here and your life ain't gonna always be bad. I think that's why I be preaching so heavy, because I've seen, like, I've experienced, just turmoil where life just wasn't cool, wasn't very cash money, like, and I was losing, felt like I was losing left and right. I was losing people, whether it was deaths, all that. But seriously, I still had to go through things to get to where I'm at. So, like I said, that trust is a big thing. You have a problem with trust, start with learning how to trust yourself. Cause I think that's really where we be so traumatized. Like we be so traumatized. Like people done, did us wrong, or we just be scared and just don't know how to maintain it, right? Maintain life. We be so caught up on that past experience, so caught up on, just the bad, right? You gotta trust that it gets better first and foremost. You gotta trust yourself to even, jump off the porch with it, right? I think that really be what people be scared of. That like they don't know. It be so many unknown unknowns, and I be saying that all the time. Like so many unknown unknowns. That's scary. But you gotta trust something. What's up with you? What's up? You know, I'm telling you, you gotta trust. It's a big thing because it spends. I think it's a big part of every relationship we have. Not even just romantic relationships, even friendships and stuff like that. Ooh, that trust is a big thing, man. But I think sometimes we be making it way bigger than it should be, right? Because you gotta at some point trust something. So why not trust yourself? uh, Trust yourself to not let you down. If everybody else let you down, everybody disappoints you, make sure you trust yourself to not disappoint you, right? That's the easiest way to start it, right? Seriously. It be so much disappointment and so much agony we live through. Yeah, I said agony. Like so much loss. And it's like it's not all bad. And you gotta trust that it's gonna get better. It's not all bad. It's really not. Yeah, I think that's what it is, man. Like I say, and that, and I was trying to say before I went into that, like I think the trust be so fragile because you spend like a lifetime, especially relationships or whatever. Spend a lifetime trying to let things go, and then you start trusting again. You get in love or whatever you get into, and then one little thing shattered into not even a million. What's up with you? Yeah, not even a million pieces. More like just shatter it completely. And then some people spend their whole life trying to just rebuild that. And some people get through it. Most people don't. I can't say your favorite nephew cousin. Out here. Oh yeah, I can trust. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But because of your favorite nephew cousin, that's what I'm telling y'all. I'm not just talking to y'all. I'm talking to myself too. It'd be hard for your favorite nephew cousin to trust. Well, y'all lucky it's Sunday because I'll be cursing and telling y'all I don't trust. You know what I'm saying? But God working on me with that too. And I just it's still a two-way street. That's what I was saying. It's so fragile, because of all the things I've been through. But still, I got to move past that. I got to shake off that past, shake off that trauma, right? Because I know it gets better, and then it's one of those things. You still gotta trust people enough to see them, and once you see them, you gotta trust that that's them, right? Yeah, we gonna make some mistakes and something. We gonna make mistakes in this life. We gonna have shortcomings and all of that. But like I say, that trust be powerful, man. I can't tell y'all to just jump off the porch willingly and trust everybody with your debit card and all that. No, I can't. I can't tell you that. No, I can't tell you that. But I can tell you, you need to start trusting yourself. You can't trust anybody. Trust yourself not to let you down, because that'll give you something, right? That'll give you something to kind of look forward to, right? Whether it's a big decision, small decision, medium decision, permanent decision, yourself still gonna be there, right? You know, yeah, yeah. That trust is serious, but for real, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even trying to hold it that long. I might end this in like 10, because it's only so many times that I could just say trust, right? and, and not get traumatized. That's what it is. I'm laughing, but that trust, that's not serious, man. Because you be thinking, especially in relationships, as soon as your person go whatever go out the house, you instantly what you doing? What? Now you gotta trust that they gotta do the right thing, or it ain't really up to you. That's why I say it's like a two-way street. That's why I be wanting to tell. That's why I'm telling y'all. You can't trust nothing. Trust yourself first. That way, uh, I'm telling you, relationships. People be worried about what they ain't text me back. What they doing? I wonder who they, with, who they, where they going? It's just like, hey, you gotta trust. You gotta trust that they doing the right thing. so you can sleep easier, so you can get that load off you, right? But nah, like I said, I ain't gonna hold it too long. But I think I am what I am gonna do as soon as this, as soon as I finish this one, because I'm about to end it. After I say, one more time, Happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there. I'm gonna end it. I think I'm gonna like my usual time. Probably drop this one or release it 1:30. And then tomorrow I'll be back with that Monday motivation for y'all. In the morning. Probably drop that one at 12. Probably 11:30 ish. Oh, before I finish it, I do want to say shout out to the comment I got recently. It was on that We Adam because it's Wednesday video. I want to say it seemed like it was like a abbreviation of Musky, if that's your name. Shout out to you. It's like MUSKI3. Yeah. So shout out to you. I really appreciate that. That comment right there. And now speaking of that video as well, it's still doing numbers. It done went up a whole hundred and some. It's 333 people. Well, I think 335 people that was, digging that. It's just fear message, right? Yeah, fear being that trust too, right? You gotta trust, yeah. But like I said, yeah, shout out to that. I was like, wow, good job, y'all supporting that. So we doing something. I'm impacting somebody. I'm somebody learning. That's great. I think that's what it's all about. But anyway, I am gonna get out of here. Like I was saying, man. Once again, shout out to those mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. Um, even on stepmothers out there. Even the women who can't even conceive, they adopt or just generally love children because they can't conceive. Shout out to them because you impacting them and you shaping people's lives as well. And also, I was saying shout out to even the mothers that was considered basically mothers to motherless children, right? So yeah, so it's one of those, man. Shout out to that. Show love. Whoa, all that. It's all love. Like I said, it's all love. I'm actually about to get out of here though. We out.